Got a dead
I
side.
want to start the morning off in kind of with a different tone. You know, usually we come out with either one of the hotter topics that we want to come out with, but today, and really last night, if you watched the Wings play, yeah, Raymond got a goal.
Mo Seider
Larkin looked good.
looked pretty good.
But Mo Seider, that looked like a Norris winner to me.
I know. I know.
And that leads me to this question. We'll talk about the game maybe in depth a little later. Which Detroit team is closest, or I should even closer, to not only a championship, but making a championship run?
Yeah.
Which Detroit team? And I'm sorry, last night, and this is probably the 15th, 20th time, and I may finish the season saying this another 10 times. The Detroit Red Wings are the golden standard.
Yep.
And not only in this town, but just especially in the NHL. And you couldn't convince me the other way, outside of this team is 2-3 years away from starting to make significant runs come June-ish. I think this team has it. You look at their core, they have the rookie leader in wins in Alex Nedeljkovic. They have the rookie points leader in Lucas Raymond. And they have the rookie assist leader, which is a defenseman,
Yeah.
in Mo Seider. And I could make the argument Mo Seider should get Norris Trophy votes.
Yeah.
And I could make the argument that Nedeljkovic, who's essentially top 5 in every major category right now for goalies. I mean, it is unbelievable to watch. And often we have questions in life and the answers are really easy. And I think today is one of those days.
Yeah.
For me, it's the Red Wings, and it's not even close. You can talk to me about Cade Cunningham and the Pistons project. You can talk to me about the Tigers, who I feel really confident. I think they win the Central this year if there is baseball. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, there's the Lions, but they're in a rebuild right now. It's easy for me to say the Red Wings. But when I tell you the Red Wings are 2, 3, 4 years away from winning a cup, I mean it. They're not far off, man. That core is only going to get better. They're going to have salary cap space over the next 2-3 seasons. They're going to be able to acquire significant skaters, whether it's on the offensive or defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
You have the kid overseas right now in Europe, 19-year-old defending skater. He'll likely be on the team next year. And he looks every bit as good as Mo Seider does. Confident, offensive production. I think the only thing you're missing out of Seider right now is goal scoring, but you don't really care because he is a defenseman. He is unbelievable. The way he handled himself in the penalty kill last night, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Dude was skating around for fun.
Maturity, man.
I think the Wings are the closest team. Jeff?
Yeah, I'd agree with you. I think the conversation, it really goes from, I have the Red Wings, the Tigers. The most interesting part of the whole question is who's closer, the Pistons or the Lions? I think that's the real debate there, because now you have the Pistons, who they've won most recently in 2004, and they've won historically. The Lions haven't done so. But a lot of people, you feel comfortable about who's in charge for the Lions now. You have Brad Holmes, this regime, Dan Campbell, and all the assistants and what they're building with all the draft capital. So I would definitely be the Red Wings, man. Like in terms of not only what they have now, who's coming up the pipeline, and who's in charge. It all ties back together. Now, it's not even about Jeff Blashill. It's about the talent there and what Yzerman has. I trust the wiser plan, the Yzerman plan. This man has proved us year 2 now. You got Lucas Raymond, you got Mo Seider. Mo Seider, the most mature rookie, especially as a defenseman. If you watched last night's game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And with these two franchises, the Red Wings and Tigers, I would say Red Wings as number 1, Tigers, and I agree with you. I don't think it's close, but I don't know how you can't have the Tigers too. That really it's 3 and 4, and that's for me. I'm going Pistons, then the Lions, because history tells us something different, and the Pistons have something the Lions don't have, and that's a superstar player. And in the NBA, it takes less of those to win championships. So I would go Red Wings definitely. I'm more comfortable with who those guys are going to become, Larkin getting better, and what Yzerman has, coming up the pipeline with different guys in Kosa and other guys. So it'd have to be the Red Wings. I don't see how anybody else. I mean, if you could even argue the Tigers, it'd be tough. The Red Wings are the clear number one favorite in Detroit. Not to guarantee a championship, but the closest to maybe winning a Stanley Cup. They're definitely the closest out of all the teams.
Yeah, look, if I was going to give them 1 through 4, definitely the Wings 1, Tigers 2. I would say the Lions 3 and the Pistons 4. And I'll tell you why. I have no idea what a championship roster around Cade Cunningham looks like right now. You can't guarantee me Sadiq Bey will be here in 2-3 years. Killian Hayes, what does he develop into? Isaiah Stewart's nice, but he's nice off the bench. He's not a starting center in this league, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Pistons have a lot of questions to answer. So do the Lions, of course. Don't get me wrong; they need a quarterback. But for me, it's about 1 and 2, and I think everybody in Detroit should be and is most confident in the Red Wings,
have to be,
and the Tigers. And look, I've been saying it for months now, and I'm not going to move off of it. I think the Tigers not only compete, win the Central. I do. I really do. I think they're going to be able to do it. I think they have not only do I think, I know they have the best manager in baseball. And when I look at the Wings, fair or not fair, I know Jeff Blashill likely isn't the coach in 2 years. Fair or not?
That's fair.
I don't think he is that guy, but I think he's doing a good job developing this team.
Mm-hmm.
I love what he did by putting Zadina on the first line last night, dropping Nemetsnikov to the third line, and it worked. It sure as hell worked. You got production out of both of them. And last night, I think what I took away the most from the Wings is I'm not asking for 6 goals a night, okay? I'm not. What I am asking for is a first period like that more often. Just more often. Not every game, more often. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 shots on net. You're coming out skating, playing with confidence. You don't finish the first period with 4 shots and the opposing team with 6. And it's a gritty game. Look, sometimes you're going to have those nights. I have no problem with it. But that has been one of my biggest frustrations with the Red Wings, is their inability to create offense, especially in the opponent's zone, where they don't look fresh. If fresh is even the right word to say it. Their ability to skate in their opposing team's zones is one of their biggest problems. And last night you saw them skate pretty freely. And whether you want to label that down to Philadelphia not playing well, I guess that's fair. But please, I would love to see that kind of offensive output. Forget the goals. That kind of offensive output in terms of shots.
Yeah, shots.
Getting quality shots near the hashes, just outside of the puck drop. That to me is a sign of a team developing. Not just the goals. The goals come and go. Happens. But if you get me 30, 35 shots a game, oh, goodness, I'd be happy. I'd feel real good about the Wings moving forward. But, Maddie, we got to go to break. When we get back, Aaron Rodgers played golf yesterday. Or has been playing golf, I should say. And a Denver fan says, hey, Aaron, come to Denver. And he says, yeah, we'll see. This guy can't help himself. And the question I have for both of you this morning, which we'll get to after, is how will Aaron Rodgers' time in Green Bay be remembered if he does walk at the end of the year? Well, it basically is the end of the year, but the point is, this offseason, they move him. What's his legacy in Green Bay? This isn't a Brett Favre move, where they had the guy, they're ready to move on. Favre looked like he was peaking. Aaron still has multiple years left.
Yeah.
Hey, you made it all the way through. I'm so proud of you. Why don't you make me more proud? Like, subscribe, and watch another video.